Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will show you how to make this adorable little cherries. So grab your yarn, your hook, and let's get started. For this project, you will need these materials. They are red yarn for the cherry and green yarn for the leaf and stem. So let's start with the leaf. You have to make 16 chain for the leaf. So here are my 16 chains. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now what you have to do is you need to put in the first stitch single crochet, and in another stitch you have to put a half double crochet. So in the next 3 stitches you need to put 3 double crochet. These are very basic stitches, so if you get confused you can look into my YouTube channel. There are basic guide for these stitches. So in another stitch you have to put a half double crochet and then a single crochet, and a slip stitch. So after the slip stitch is the same as the earlier, so you need to repeat the same thing. You need to put a single crochet and then a half double crochet and 3 double crochet. That's our first stitch. This is our second double crochet and this is our third double crochet. So in the next stitch you have to put half double crochet, and then instead of 1 single crochet you need to put 3 single crochet in the same stitch. This is our first single crochet, this is our second, and then our third. So in another other side of the leaf you need to put the same stitches as earlier. So you need to start with half double crochet because we already made 3 single crochets, so put 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and this is our third. So make sure you hide the yarn very carefully so that it does not show. Then we are at our half double crochet, single crochet, and then a slip stitch. So repeat the same pattern: single crochet, half double crochet, 3 double crochets, 3, 1, this is our second, and this is our third. So then a half double crochet. So instead of 3 single crochets in the last, we need to put 2 single crochet and then make a slip stitch in our first single crochet. Slip stitch in our first single crochet, and then you need to cut the yarn. So you have made your leaf. Now let's start to make our stem. So the stem part is super easy. What you need to do is you need to take your green yarn and you need to chain 30 single crochet, 30 chains. Yes, and after you have chained your 30 single crochet, you need to cut the yarn, and I will meet you after when we join the leaf and the stem together. I have made my 30 chains, so I will cut my yarn here. So I'll put aside my green yarn and I will take my leaf. And then what you need to do is you need to put your crochet hook in the middle of the leaf in the slip stitch we had made, and then you need to pull the stem inside the leaf so that it stays like a keychain or like a charm, so it will be easier to use it as a charm. So now we will start to make the cherry. For the first round, you need to make 6 single crochet in a magic ring. So this is my first single crochet, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So pull your yarn to make it tight, and then what you need to do is you need to slip stitch in the first stitch, and you need to chain 1. This chain does not count as a stitch, so you need to put, now this is round 2, you need to increase the stitches, so you need to put 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So in total you will have 12 single crochet altogether. So I've done with 12 single crochet. In round 3 you need to put increase, but what you need to do is you need to put a single crochet in the first stitch, and in the second stitch you need to increase, you need to put 2 single crochet in the same stitch. So in total you will have 18 single crochet in this round. What you need to do for round 4 and round 6 is you need to put single crochet in each stitch to make 3 rounds of 18 single crochet. So after you have made your 3 rounds, you need to join the stem to the cherry, the half cherry we have made. So what you need to do is you need to put your crochet hook in the middle of the magic ring we had made. So you need to put your crochet hook there and pull the yarn. So you need to tie the yarn, the green and the red yarn together tightly so it will not loosen up. So make sure you tie it up to 3 knots. So we will take our hook, and then we will start with our round 7. So in round 7 we need to put a decrease. So for decrease you need to first chain, you need to put single crochet in your first stitch, and then in the second and the third stitch you need to crochet the second and the third stitch together. So this is our decrease. So let me show you again. So in our next 2 stitch we need to crochet it together, so it will decrease our 1 stitch. So in total you will have 12 single crochet in this round. So you can also sew in the ends, or you can use crochet hook. I broke my needle, so I used my crochet hook to sew in the ends, like the leaf and the stem. So I've made all my decrease, and now I will put stuffing inside my cherry. So if you don't have stuffing, you can also put your scrap yarns inside the cherry. So make sure your stuffing are put on very tightly. Now we will start our round 8. Round 8 is just decreases. You need to decrease 6 times, so you will end up with 6 single crochet. This is our first decrease, and this is our second decrease. 3 more decreases, and then we will you can take your needle to stitch in the ends, or you can follow along and use your crochet hook to end the cherry. So we are done with our decreases. So I will cut my yarn, and once again you can use needles, but I have used my crochet hook because I broke my needle. So what I usually do is I pull the yarn from every 6 stitch, the ones we were left with, and then after I pull the yarn between every stitches, then I pull the yarn and make sure it's tight, and then I hide the yarn. And now you need to make your another cherry. Now you have made your adorable little cherries. So thank you for crocheting with me today. I hope you like it.